How you doing, guys, today? Today we have a special event which is about the National Day of Saudi Arabia, and we would like to welcome for everybody who has been with us tonight. And as always, we will start our event with listening to Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. صدق الله العظيم.
Now we will listen to the anthem music of Saudi Arabia. I would like you guys to stand up for us, please. Thank you. The vision of Saudi Arabia in 2030. What you just watched, guys, this is the vision of Saudi Arabia. from now until 2030, everything is going to be completed. Some of that project actually completed in 2018 and then 2019. And the King Airport, it's actually already finished. And the subway will finish in 2019. And the rest, we hope it's going to finish soon, but it's going to wait for like 6 years from now. This is not too long. I've been here more than 6 years now. Now we will listen speech from the President of TU.
Shukran Nejd. Welcome to all of you, and congratulations on Saudi Arabia National Day. A wonderful day of celebration for you. So, as I was watching that video, when I moved to Saudi Arabia, many of you in this room were not born. It was 38 years ago. I cannot believe that. So as I was sitting there watching this video of the Vision 2030, it was amazing to me how much your country has changed. I lived in Riyadh. I woke every morning to beautiful sounds of the morning prayer. Okay, was it who sang for us with the Quran? Was it Abdullah or Muhammad? Abdullah, you have an amazing, where is he? Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful voice. That was wonderful. Thank you very much. Let's give him another round of applause. So 1980 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia is when I first began my experience with your amazing country. And King Khalid was the king at the time. So the one that is pictured to the furthest, my furthest left, right? And so left, correct? So on the left-hand side, King Khalid was the king when I was there, all right? And he did amazing things for your country. And I will tell you now with King Abdullah, wow, what an amazing visionary he is. And you look at what Riyadh looks like today and is going to look like with the subway system in 2019. It was beautiful when I lived there. It is amazingly beautiful now. I had never been allowed to travel to Jeddah, okay, to Jubail, to Dhahran, or any of those cities, and now you have a new city that is going to be joining your country as well. It is amazing what your country has done over its history, and you should all be very, very proud of that. There's more to come with King Abdullah's vision, and I think you will have a lot to look forward to. I think he will continue to make some of the changes that you already see that he's making, and some of that will be educational opportunities for your families. I think he is very, very committed to making sure that you have opportunities to stay in your country and get the first class education that you will that you deserve and that your families deserve. And so that is something that I think your country will also look forward to. So what a wonderful time to look at the growth that Saudi Arabia has, the growth that it will continue to have. And I will tell you, we have been so touched to have all of you here with us, whether it's been 6 years, 2 or 10, we will take what we can get because you make the diversity on our campus so much stronger. And you have created friends in our community, and many are here today, this afternoon with us, that makes the city of Tiffin a richer community for all of us because of what you bring. So please know that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia always will have a very special place in my heart. I was 13, okay, when I moved there, or 14, I think I had just turned 14. And I grew up in that country, and I learned a lot in the country. And yes, thank you. By no means is it the experience that you have had being born and raised in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but you have so much to be proud of, and I'm just amazed that I had the opportunity to live part of it as well. So please enjoy your evening. I so appreciate you. Unfortunately, I need to go to Toledo and meet with a donor this evening, but I will be with you in spirit and stay here for a little bit longer until I have to depart. But please enjoy. Thank you for organizing today.
Thank you so much. Now we will listen to the judge of our town, the most powerful person to us, Judge Mark.
Assalamu alaikum, my friends. When Nejd had contacted me and asked me to come and speak today, having met and dealt with so many of you over the years, I was flattered that he would think to call a lowly municipal court judge in Tiffin, Ohio, to come and speak to you. But he would ask me to come. Now, over the last 5 years, I've gotten to know many of you through various activities, as students such as this, as land buyers on occasion, and sometimes as defendants. And I found that the young Saudi men that I have had to deal with have been very honorable young men. And they reflect so many of the virtues that I had come to know as Saudi culture. Honesty, very reflective. But you must understand that my initial relationship with the Saudis was much deeper than just 5 years ago. That when I was in the Army, when I was in the service, I served in the Gulf War. I was in the Army when Khafji was invaded, when the joint Saudi and American forces joined together and helped repel the forces at Khafji. American blood was spilled, Saudi blood was spilled side by side, and I've always taken that very seriously. We are allies. We have died together. We have been wounded together. After that, there is no turning back. Our relationship is forged in steel and blood. And it's important to me that we keep this relationship alive and that we always remember how it was formed. Now, I'm flattered that so many of you have come to my hometown. It's my understanding when I've talked to nearly 400 young Saudi students and their families here studying in Tiffin. And it's wonderful for me. I am flattered that you would want to come to this community, to our school, to learn. The video was wonderful. And think about this, young men. I want you to understand that you are going to be the people that manage that city for the shops, that make everything that's about to come possible. And I'd like to think that you are learning that here. Those opportunities that you are availing your university will change not only your lives, but those of your wives and those of your family, not just for a generation, but for generations to come. And I'm flattered that we can be part of that change. But you must also understand that we learn from you. We learn very important things about the hunger for knowledge, about hard work and diligence, about the emphasis on culture. It's very important that we learn from you as well. Gentlemen, ladies, I want to thank you again for having me come here today. I appreciate that you would ask a lowly municipal court judge to come and speak, but I want to say thank you, welcome, and I've got to get this right, Alambika.
Thank you so much. You are more than judge to us. Now we will listen to speech, Dr. Chintila.
I was very honored today, well earlier, for when Nejd asked me to come and speak. I first met Nejd in the Kroger grocery store. Buy jellies and jams. And he said, I have this problem, can you help me? And, you know, it was one of those times where you knew it was going to be a long relationship. So, thank you. It's still good.
Thank you.
Coming here, each of you had the courage to do so. You left what you knew. You left a home, you left your friends, you left your family. And that took courage. You also sacrificed all the fun you'd be having with your friends and family, a different kind of fun. It took strength. How many of you remember the first time in geography class with me? Raise your hand. Remember? Oh no, I'll never pass. I said, I assure you, if you do the work and listen to what we have to do, you'll be fine. Were you fine?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with POL 101. There you go.
Me also.
And all the way up to POL 400, we've had students. Imagine, 400. They never thought they could make it or even take that class, but they did. You are the ones that make a difference and will make a difference when you go back home, because you had the strength and the courage and the fortitude to do something different, and that's what matters. Because when you look at the video, when you look at all the other things that are happening, you're the ones that will then be managing that change, as the judge said. And it takes the courage and strength to do so. While you're here, traditions. Last Friday was the first game night at Kiwanis Manor for Circle K. Some of you guys were there. And I have to tell you, in the summertime, when those residents of Kiwanis Manor see me, they say, when is the first game night? We miss those guys. And it does make a difference, because this is the generation that grew up right after World War II. And so they can see the fruits of understanding and being able to be in a new culture and learning from others. And that makes a difference to them. I know that on Friday, I'm going to have my treat of Snapchat. And I get to see how many ways you guys have fixed chicken and rice. And got an internship, okay? Rearranged the final exam. And so when you do this, you're not doing it alone. You're doing it with everyone and us. And you learn. You learn the customs, you learn English. And you get to know by participating. And I remember last spring, I had a class of POL 101 students. 75% were Saudi. And some of my colleagues said, you'll never be able to do it. And I said, oh yes. I said, close that door. And I told them, whatever's said in here stays in here. And this is the time to really learn. And I used to have to remind them, guys, it's 9:15, it's time to go home. Because we had the discussions. To those American students when they learned that others do not have freedom of religion or freedom of speech. What a day that was.
Right.
And what a relationship that began for those American students with those Saudi students that still exists today, because they had a shared experience. It was a good time to really be a student. Now, Eve and I have talked about many things. Faisal and I have talked about many things. Rashed and I have talked about many things, but it's about being a part of the community. And one of the things we talked about is, where do you sit in class? You know what I'm talking about, because that's why you're smiling. That's right. You can sit next to a Saudi student. Fine. Or you can sit next to somebody you don't know. Knife, have you made more friends?
Yes.
Yes. And what a richer experience. Because there's nothing more fun for me is when I look at those Friday night Snapchats, usually it's Saturday morning, and enjoying the chicken and rice are Saudis and Americans. And those friendships to continue all the way through. When those guys who also get to know their American classmates, they have a lot of fun, and their English gets better. Far beyond what it could have when you went to English language school before you came here. And that's significant. And to see those friendships. And the other day, I had dinner with some, and what a wonderful time we had. Because they could share ideas without a dictionary. Last Friday, I had lunch with a Saudi student who's my advisee. Another student. And it was a wonderful experience because they could exchange. They realized they both had many things in common related to farming, related to living in a rural area, and also related to just being a student and trying to finish your homework. Eid has plans to do more with the Saudi students in the community, and the campus, and the town. And to make your experience even richer, take a chance and do it. I think of Saud and his children, and what they do. And it's not so much that they're Said's children anymore, is that they are the ones who brought Saud. I remember when those children first came here, and now they're more the stars. Saud just follows. Think about the goals you want to achieve, and to believe in yourself. Things can't always be as hard sometimes as you imagine, but you're here not just for you, you're here for your family. You're here for your future, and you're here for your country. In geography class, about 3 years ago, there was a student, he was the only one who picked East Asia to do for his project. He didn't realize at the time, but he would be the only one presenting. And this Saudi student was terrified that he was going to be alone. He was sweating more than Eid is right now. And he got up there, and we practiced, and I said, you got to believe, because after today, nothing will ever be difficult. There, and he gave his presentation, and the room was silent because he was wonderful. He had a 5-minute standing ovation because he really tried, and it made a difference for him. While yours may not be as big as that, you still have to have that one thing that will make it. Do you remember, Knife, when you got your Constitution paper back and it was perfect? Remember how you felt? Okay. I hear from students who were here before you and what it means for them for their Tiffin experience and what it meant to be here and to try something new. Their academic experience is and was very important, but it's also what they did with their friends and what they did in the community. When I get notes back about, I did this because of that, and that was what they were doing in Tiffin. Some wish they would have done more, but really you were the ones that should make the difference. So set a goal for this semester, and then set another one for the year, and get to know your classmates and have a greater Tiffin experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tintella. We appreciate it. Now we will listen to a speech from the responsible for the international student, Scott.
Just trying to think how I follow up the president and judge. Tough act. And I believe I'm standing in between you and the fruit line, so I promise I'll be brief. Like many of you, I'm not from Tiffin, so I'm not quite from as far away as you are, but I'm not from Tiffin either. And I often have friends and family and my nieces ask, well, why don't you move back home? Why don't you come back? And I don't think they realize how lucky I am to have students like you, people to learn from, to be able to learn daily. Daily I learn new things about our students from different countries, and I always admire how proud you guys are. And the new 2030 vision, your food, which I've had many a times, which is amazing. So I think we're lucky, and we're lucky to have you on our campus. We're lucky to have you in our city to continue to learn, because that's important. And education is a great forum to do that, a great platform. So I hope it's appropriate to say Happy National Day. Look forward to doing more of these in the future.
Thank you so much. I actually would like to say, I have a lot of words to say, but I can't say anything after you guys. Yeah, you give the point, the whole thing that I need, especially Dr. Tintilla. He mentioned all what we're looking for this year. We can get along, learn from each other, and we, after, I believe, 7 years, we'll have a better country than them, so they should get along with us, you know what I mean? Thank you so much. Now we'll start so you can guys have a food and relax a little bit. And who is interested about our culture, who can learn from these, you know, papers and pictures in there, and a lot of stuff in there too about our kingdom and our, you know, the whole president in the United States. Please enjoy, guys.
السلام عليكم. حبك بقلبي يا وطن ماشي بدم الوريد. حبك بقلبي يا وطن مرسي كما ترسى الجبال. ملكنا سلمان وعزم له باس شديد. من ساس عواد وحد الدولة على ظهور الجمال. عاش الملك سلمان، عاش الملك سلمان. وكرر وعيد، عاش الملك سلمان، عاش الملك سلمان. سيار الأبقاب ولي عهده ابنه محمد يا نعم العضيد. له رؤية يمشي عليها فوق همات الجبال. سلاماتكم.
Hejaz, thank you so much. And now we will have another poem from Abdul.
يا الله يا منزل من الغيم الامطار، يلي مقادير الزمان تعلمها، سر يا قلم قدام لا عاد تحتار اوراق شعري تسهمك يا قلمها. هالبار واكتب مشاعر شعب خنوره هالبار، لوحة ولا سبحان رب رسمها، اتعب فعل يمناك للجود معيار، كرامتك يردم شحمها لحمها، يا خادم البيتين يا نسل الاحرار، ما نشتحن والدار مثلك حكمها، يا سيدي وان كان جبر الوغثار من قوة الله قوتك نعتصمها. يا خادم البيتين يا ضلع سنجار، يا خادم مكة وخادم حرمها، حنا حزامك لاحتماك المضمار، ناطى على رقاب العدا ونهزمها، وعقب استلمنا اللي كما الغيث مدرار، سلمت هزمام البلد واستلمها، رغم التعب مبدأ على الواجب اعذار، وصيتك لبالها واحترمها، وصيتك لبالها واحترمها، هذا ولد سلمان لا صار ما صار يرسي كما ترسي رواسي قممها. هذا ولد سلمان لا صار ما صار يرسي كما ترسي رواسي قممها، كريم سبلة حامي الدار والجار، ولا تاهت على شوار قال وحسمها، يمناه واللي عال من كل الاسرار، اصل الكرم متسلسل من كرمها. يمناه واللي عال من كل الاسرار، اصل الكرم متسلسل من كرمها، المملكة لو درت في كل الاقطار، عدوها من قبلها لها حشمها، ومبان فالعدوان عايل ومكار، حنا براكين انت لاطم احمامها، والله لو يكفل القرار نظم الاشعار لابدا قصيده واعتذر ما ختمها وسامح.
صحصانك.
هل العب صف ولا انت؟
مكسر الفياح وجر قافل على زينة الألحان لقى نزله والأخطاء في معانيه كوني تنشكى على دربنا الأيمان يا زين خط القلم في كف راعيه ما يكتب إلا تماثيل وقيفان يا من يبلغ مكاتب الرياحية ولا يسلم على ربعي وخلاني تمسي بقطان واد العرض يا مياه هم محزمي في نهار الشان وكناني هالضم رقود ترد كل مطوية تدعس بنادر عدن وتزلزل اعمالي يالله طلبت القلب في كل عصرية ينطر على ارض النبي وعلى اجراني يا زين شوف النظر القاع مسكية ترعى في اسفل ثقل حدود همداني الجد همداني والحدان محمية نجران ما هي بدينة كل نصراني أمسيت والدمع زفجه مناشيه وقلبه جاسب القاصي وبلداني شايب عربنا تهيض لي طواليه جله بخيل ولا يزرع على شانه شبالي يا ملعب يا هذا الخياه هم درع جنبي ودرع فوق الامتانه اعزاز الاشوار ما هم بالهدانيه ما هو يدري المحاضر كون شيبانه قد الهم الليل وامسنا خلويه وش تنتبه بيبي والنوم مجاني سلام يا ضامر السرجوف ردية من ضمر فيك والهاني منين ما جيت راحل فيك مبنية تضوي عربكم وتمرح بين الأضعاني واليوم ما عاد لي في مرقبينية من بعد ما كسرت الأيام الجنحاني قال المغني جلس مكسر الفياح وجر قافل على زينة الألحان لقى نزله والأخطاء في معانيه كوني تنشكى على دربنا الأيمان يا زين خط القلم في كف راعيه ما يكتب إلا تماثيل وقيفان يا من يبلغ مكاتب الرياحية ولا يسلم على ربعي وخلاني تمسي بقطان واد العرض يا مياه هم محزمي في نهار الشان وكناني هالضم رقود ترد كل مطوية تدعس بنادر عدن وتزلزل اعماني يالله طلبت القلب في كل عصرية ينطر على ارض النبي وعلى اجراني يا زين شوف النظر القاع مسكية ترعى في اسفل ثقل حدود همداني الجد همداني والحدان محمية نقران ما هي بدينة كل نصراني أمسيت والدمع زفجه مناشيه وقلبه جاسب القاصي وبلداني شايب عربنا تهيض لي طواليه جله بخير ولا يزرع على شانه شبالي يا ملعب يا هذا الخياه هم درع جنبي ودرع فوق الامتانه اعزاز الاشوار ما هم بالهدانيه ما هو يدري المحاضر كون شيبانه قد الهم الليل وامسنا
Have a seat, guys, please. Have a seat. Mubarak al-Yabi.
Thank you.
The second prize is the same.
From down. Yep.
Bandar.
الظفيري.
بندر الظفيري. Last, he missed it.
لا لا خل أنا بعطيه. خلاص.
He missed it.
At least he goes to class.
Right.
He should deserve more.
صالح الشيباني.
سالم. اخبص يا ابو.
اخوي رزاق كل ما حسن. That's a hard name. Pat Colin. She don't need that.
She's sit here.
She had that. Sorry, she missed that.
Another one.
Namja, I believe. Namja. Oh, there you go. Put your name down.
Thank you, sir. Shake my hand.
Now we will start with the Walmart. $20. You can shop whatever you want. Gift card.
افتح له ورقة كاملة.
خالد الروقي.
تستاهل ابو بكر.
Second one is the same prize.
Khalid, is it Alamari? Khalid is it Alamaki?
خالد المالكي.
خالد المالكي.
تستاهل بخلود.
The third one, the same prize.
That's okay. Yeah, Amudi?
محمد أمودي. العمودي ما في الله هي. وين محمد العمودي؟
وين؟
He's not.
Sorry, he missed that.
Oh, try again.
Tenzin Sullivan, I believe.
تينا. Congratulations. Go ahead.
Oh, from yesterday.
Now we have 5 meals from Chubadli. You can have drinks and double meats and double rice. Fill the whole plate, you know what I mean? Now we'll start with Chubadli. 5 fries we have Chubadli.
Ferris.
Faris al-Samer.
The second prize the same from Chubali.
Fahad Al-Tabi. Fahad.
Al-Tabi?
فهد التيمي. فؤاد التيمي. والله ما ادري عاد كان فهد ولا فؤاد.
ولد اخوه هنا. حز نفي.
لا سوري يا استاذ. ما خير. مهند أحمد. The same prize again.
جوالين تصور ما شاء الله عليك. Nice.
R-A-E-D-A-H-E-F Afal? Raid Afal?
The same prize again. Hamani Sheen or the same prize again.
سعد.
المهندس هادي يا فهد. Those are the guys from Toledo, so that's why I'm a little excited. They deserve it, actually. Now we have the big one. Ivan. I'm not saying the number, so you don't feel, I will let you check this by yourself. Who you want to play? One of those gentlemen.
ميكس ابو سعد ميكس
كلمة عليه يخوك تكفى. لا والله لا يخوك. Give it to him.
No, let him. It's all right. Can you get it?
يا ربنا.
B-A-T-O-O-L. Batul. Batul.
خلنا نشوف الجوال ابو سعد.
مبروك يا بتول. And then now we have a special gift. I can't tell you exactly what's inside too. You can open it and check it by yourself, but it's actually more than $200. That's the meaning.
Please say my name, Professor.
Please say my name.
I love you no matter what. Aurelia Cote.
Aurelia Cote.
اي والله.
والله ما يفوز الا عرق. والله ما تفوز الا دقائق.
50-50 اوكي.
Well, the big one, actually, there is nothing I can give it to you. But I can promise you, it's actually a ticket in Niagara Falls, 2 days. You can spend your 2 days in there, in the full break, and include the breakfast and the service too. You can see the water under the hotel, so it's actually exciting. And the big guy over here, he's the one you should blame, not me. Be careful of that. I hope it's your name.
No, I don't. Sharon Miller.
Yes, Sharon Miller. Congratulations. I will give you.
Take me with you.
I will be driver. خلاص شوي انا بخطط عبد العادي.
يداي فداه وطني الحبيب وهل أحب سواه وطني الذي قد عشت تحت سمائه وهو الذي قد عشت فوق رضاه منذ الطفولة قد عشقت ربوعه إني أحب سهوله ورضاه
وطني الحبيب وطني الحبيب وهل أحب سواه
وطني الحبيب وطني الحبيب وهل أحب سواه وطني الحبيب وأنت موئل عزة ومنار إشعاع أضاء سناه وطني الحبيب وأنت موئل عزة ومنار إشعاع أضاء سناه في كل لمحة بارق أدعو له في ظل حان عطرت ذكراه
وطني الحبيب وطني الحبيب وهل أحب سواه
وطني الحبيب وطني الحبيب وهل أحب سواه وطني الحبيب وأنت موئل عزة ومنار إشعاع أضاء سناه وطني الحبيب وأنت موئل عزة ومنار إشعاع أضاء سناه في كل لمحة بارق أدعو له في ظل حان عطرت ذكراه
وطني الحبيب وطني الحبيب وهل أحب سواه
وطني الحبيب وطني الحبيب وهل أحب سواه